this weekend, and if you have a little bunny hopping around or you want to have a little bunny hopping around, there are certainly some things you should know for properly caring for the little furry critter.
Dr. Jill is joining us live in Orangevale to tell us more. Good morning, Dr. Jill. There's a lot that goes into rabbit care.
Yeah, you bet. Good morning. Look at this little guy. Isn't he sweet?
He looks pretty comfy.
Falling asleep in my arms.
Cute.
See,
this is Oreo and Leo.
Can we start there, Jill?
One of my nurses owns these.
I was looking over, the notes about you.
What's
You sent us these notes about rabbit care, and one of the things that surprised me is you said a lot of rabbits do not enjoy being picked up and lifted off the ground, and it seems to me that's why you want a bunny. You want to be able to cuddle them like that. What do we do?
Right, you have to work with them. It's really important. I mean, they just don't lay here like this. Obviously, this rabbit's had a lot of handling and a lot of care. And so we want to make sure people understand that. Just sound asleep in my arms, right?
That's great.
So I was reading something.
So we want to make sure people know, though, that they're...
Yeah, let's talk about bunny-proofing your house.
I'm sorry,
how do we go about that? I mean, there's a lot of things like outlets. So where do we begin?
So you want, especially bunny proofing, good topic. No cords, no electricity. And then if you look here on the back counter, you want to make sure your house plants are safe for your bunny rabbits, because they like to eat everything, grasses, plants. So we keep all of those things up. Wood, they like to eat your molding, your base molding. So absolutely you need to be cautious, have a dedicated room for them, so that way they can't eat things that may be toxic or harmful to them.
Boy, they sound like troublemakers a little bit. What is the proper feeding of our bunny rabbit? What should we be feeding them?
Well, we want to make sure, if you can see here in the cage, that the owner's actually taken a toilet paper roll and stuffed it with hay. Bunnies need hay, and usually oat or timothy, sometimes alfalfa. They need pellets, fresh fruits and vegetables, not too many fruits. It's really important that people understand that. Lots of greens. House Rabbit Society is an excellent resource online to look for, to look and see what's safe for rabbits. And then also caging. This is their overnight cage. I want to make sure people know they need a lot of exercise, fresh water. It's a pet, and we want to make sure people just don't go out and run and get a rabbit for Easter and just think they could put it in a cage and leave it there. That is not the case. These guys require a lot of care as well as your dogs and cats.
Even down to clipping their nails. I didn't know you had to clip their nails.
You do. You need to clip their nails because they're very long and they scratch. So if I go to turn this bunny rabbit over, she's going to grab on and scratch you. So I always recommend that you either take them to the veterinarian or the pet shop to have the proper lesson in that, if you will, because they do have a quick, much like dogs and cats. They do have long toenails. You can probably see them here. And they do scratch, and they can scratch surfaces as well. So proper toenail trimming on a regular basis is important, as well as sanitation. You can see this little guy sitting in the box. So they collect the litter on their tails, and they can get, sometimes they can get, they call it wet tail or like a clumping action that happens down by their rear end. So you want to make sure to keep that clean because their poop gets stuck to them and then they can back up. So make sure to take your rabbit to the veterinarian every year. Have a stool sample check. Whoops, sorry about that, baby. Proper rabbit care is really important. There's a lot of resources online now to check for that.
Dr. Jill with an armload of bunny this morning. Happy Easter, Jill. Thank you very much for the good advice, as always. If you want to schedule an appointment with Dr. Jill, or check out our website. It's drjill, drjyl.com, or give her a call. The number is there on your screen. In defense of bunnies as pets, we had a neighbor with a bunny rabbit as a pet that got out, came to our house. I opened the front door. This rabbit came in the house, would come when you called. When it had to go potty, it went to the door and sat by the door to be let out.
That's like a dog.
Yeah.
And the one we just saw was sleeping.